the trophy, feel like Freddie Mercury. We the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
First play and a first throw for Rodgers. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
And complete to the former Charger, Hunter Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Jets.
On play action, now Rodgers. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
On 1st and 10, Flanagan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Play action. Flanagan. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Jets 7, Chargers 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. Throwing after the interception. Flanagan. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. They got 29 yards that time. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Chargers now at 2-5 to start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Flanagan. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. A good pickup there on 20 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
33-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Flanagan. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick six.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Patterson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Flanagan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. On the move, that's into a crowd and intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, It's just talk, and right now it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Flanagan. He finds Austin complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. The throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Jets 14, Chargers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, and now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow.
And it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick six ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Chargers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Throwing after the interception. Flanagan. And this one's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. Flanagan. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Jets are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7.
To the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dance, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Jamar Chase.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Jets 28, Chargers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes, Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Back to throw. Flanagan. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquill Griffin with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Paulson Adebo up to make the stop.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jets' 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. Flanagan. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a gain of 18. And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Flanagan. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Operating from the gun. Flanagan. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Flanagan. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, They were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie. Maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because...
And caught by Thomas. Touchdown, Jets. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Jets are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Flanagan.
Across the formation, he hits Austin.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Flanagan.
Austin is there and brings in another one.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out, and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Chargers 14. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. He finds his man, complete. That's Kramer. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From the 29, Rodgers. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trailed as we get back underway. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing to start the drive. Flanagan. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. Rodgers going to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing now is Rodgers. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. And again, it's Rodgers. Touchdown! Elijah Mitchell. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Jets take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Chargers 14.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Flanagan. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Flanagan. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. On 1st down, Rodgers. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this.
And my goodness, another interception. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
For plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 82 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Kramer. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Throwing is Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. 2nd down and goal. Rodgers, and this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Jets get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
from his end zone. Here comes Patterson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the first half, and they pulled the string here in the second half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same thing, but changed it up just a little bit where he thought something was open, and now, with the change in defense, it no longer was.
At the Chargers' 35-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Matthew Wright on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to.
And now here's another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. Looking long for Thomas. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Flanagan. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
First down, New York.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
First down and goal to go.
Looking to throw. Flanagan. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Berrios now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, we've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result, this is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. David Ojabo picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Here's the Jets punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Taken in at the 22. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds Austin complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, Flanagan. The left side caught by Diggs.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
13 more yards.
Back to throw again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now here's another interception. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And now here's another interception.
It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. This offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
A good pickup there at 22.
Well, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
16 more on that one and another first down. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
On 1st and 10, Flanagan. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Rodgers looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side of...
Petty don't matter. Far as that tattle, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should've been in prison. No more remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I?